much political subtext you will miss if you only play through the game. Like, it's pretty clear this game's politics are left-wing, anti-capitalist, anti-US foreign policy. Like, that's obvious to a lot of people.
I can't wait for him to provide evidence of that. Side note, he never debates any of the villain's philosophies.
Later, but then he goes on to talk about, like, his ultra-libertarian ideology, and then he says, "Make America great again."
He is not, he's a radical centrist. Libertarians tend to prefer isolationism, but Armstrong wants to conquer the world and expand American influence.
Armstrong himself. So I'm gonna play you a little clip of it now.
Well, if it isn't Sussy Jack.
Bro, are you high?
Let me check. Yes. High on American spirit. And there's nothing more American. And there's nothing more American than shooting a man in this Walmart of a world.
What is Walmart?
It's heaven, Raiden. Check.
A bit of a nitpick here, but it's kind of annoying and insufferable of him not to even say the name of the guy who made the dub nor post a link to his video. Or at least show his YouTube logo. What? So scared to be associated with a degenerate member like Maxer.
Americanism and American foreign policy, although I would say without the codec conversations, you might be losing a little bit of, I guess, context for the stuff they're saying, especially if you're not up to date on your politics and foreign policy and maybe history post 2001.
It'd be nice if you show us those codecs if they truly prove that this game is anti-capitalism.
But now I want to move on to the Richard Dawkins meme parts of the video, because this game talks about this a lot. So does Metal Gear Solid 2, so does a lot of Metal Gear Solid games. So I just want to read you quickly what these memes are and what Richard Dawkins thinks of internet memes in contrast to the phrase he coined. So on Britannica, Dawkins conceived of memes as the cultural parallel to biological genes and considered them in a manner similar to selfish genes, as being in control of their own reproduction and thus serving their own ends. Understood in those terms, memes carry information, are replicated, and are transmitted from one person to another, and they have the ability to evolve, mutate at random, and undergo natural selection with or without impacts on human fitness, reproduction, and survival. The concept of the meme, however, remains largely theoretical. It is also
I really appreciate you reading out the definition, the memes in explicit detail, and then moving on without giving any point.
The meme that Armstrong and Monsoon both believe in is that the strong should rule the weak, and it's something that Monsoon says he learned from growing up in Cambodia under the Khmer Rouge.
You want to make a point against Monsoon? Or you'll just repeat what he said? Also, for a game that is anti-capitalism, it's interesting that Monsoon was raised in Cambodia. You want to comment on that?
Anti-capitalist, anti-US foreign policy message. And if this game influences me so much, am I passing on the memes of the game itself? It's all like really, really meta when you come to think about it. But I guess that is it for the video. I've really enjoyed Metal Gear Rising.
You haven't pointed out a single proof that this game is a leftist game, solely by the way. Alright, now let's talk seriously here. What is this game really about? First, let's keep in mind the writer, Etsutamori, could just say that he doesn't care about any of these politics, that he's not rightist, leftist, not even centrist. At the point of this game is nihilism, and people should not belong to any of those three teams nor their radical versions. However, since we have no commentary from the writer of this game, then we left with nothing but speculation. So when it comes what politics that this game is pro, I speculate this. After he defeated everyone, all of the villains of this game, Raiden says this.
The breathtaking program is finished, but the larger company is not, I'm afraid. Someone will buy them. PMCs are in demand once again.
Yeah. Fighting for reasons they don't understand. Causes they don't believe in.
Beg pardon?
No. Nothing.
Which again, kavernacle doesn't point out this line by Raiden. What does that mean? You'd think if Raiden is anti-capitalism, he wouldn't repeat what Armstrong says, right? Is Raiden even anti-capitalism? I mean, if anything, the cyborg ninja body he has screams capitalism. The man uses blood money to achieve his goal in the game. So is he anti-capitalism? After repeating Armstrong's words, speaking of, is Armstrong capitalist or is he socialist? Or maybe he is both. Despite his evil, cruel mindset towards the weak, the man does have a plan for the group and the individual simultaneously. Even so, if I want to compare him to someone in real life, he's a lot similar to Joseph Tito and Francesco Franco. Both were radical centrists. They're also known as authoritarian centrists. This review is a waste of time. You hardly learn anything about the story or the characters. And you're given a 30 minutes video of some guy who forcefully projects his political beliefs on this game. He doesn't even provide evidence of his claims. Regardless, the ending of the game proves that the main name is centrist. Sheath your swords in front of the weak, but raise them against those who threaten the weak.